We're going to talk to Grant Vanwinkle of G3 Productions. He's a variety streamer. I got all kinds of questions about that. We're also going to talk about the custody battle surrounding Spider-Man. Also, Matrix, it's returning, the worst movies, and much more on Nerds to Men.
What's up, guys? It's another episode of Nerds to Men. I'm your boy Cameo. This is Brad Reed and a old friend of ours, Grant. From G3 Productions. How's it going, Grant?
Dude, it is going well, man. It's good to be here. Get to see y'all set up and everything.
Man, you should have seen how it used to look.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrible. It was trash.
This, well, it was a garage. It was nothing.
A whole bunch of spiders, cobwebs, all that stuff.
This is true. When were you ever in here? Oh, yeah, there was that week I locked you in here.
That is true.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Let's
I
not
hate
talk
you.
about that.
You're good.
I got questions for you because
Bring them.
I know that you are a variety streamer.
Yes.
But I don't know what that means at all.
Variety streamer, so like...
And which is bad because I do like podcasts and stuff, and I hear like terms like influencer and stuff. I was like, nah, I'm not really that.
No, I mean, podcasting and streaming, they're similar, but a little bit more different. When you're streaming, you're kind of still doing a podcast, but you're also playing a game at the same time.
Right.
So what a streamer usually does is they try to focus on like one game. So you have like Ninja or Dr. Disrespect that kind of focuses more on like Fortnite, and then you have like Shroud who focuses more on like Apex Legends. Variety streamers, they're not as big and popular, so they can't really play those big games. They can, but they're not going to get that big of like a viewership at first. So what a lot of people will do is play different games, see what works a little bit better, and then grow from there.
See, and the reason that I was like, oh man, I was excited to talk to you about this was just yesterday I was watching Celebrity Family Feud. And how's that tie in with streaming?
Yeah.
Ninja was on there.
Yeah.
Ninja was on there, and I guess back in the day before he was famous for what he does.
Brad, what did I tell you about saying the word ninja?
I know. Ija?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm not allowed to say the N word or any words that have N in it.
Oh, no.
Can't even say in.
Not like I want to say the N word. It's just Cameo won't let me say any of them. But that's a different story. So, and I guess he was on Family Feud before he was famous.
Yeah, because you could still see that like, he had his like brown hair. He didn't have like the crazy colors in his hair yet, which... I mean, I've done some pretty crazy stuff for like charities. Like I waxed my chest one time for raising, I think it was like $500 in 24 hours. So I waxed my chest, but I don't think I could ever like really color my hair. I mean, I work in a profession where I could do that, where it's not that big of a deal, but still, I don't think I could ever really do that to my hair. That's just...
Well, the thing I had to ask you was, what the funny thing was Steve Harvey told him, I guess he told him, like, you're playing video games? You're never going to make any money doing that. So now he has him back on Celebrity Family Feud, which granted, I think a lot of people were like me, like maybe, you know, people like you obviously knew who he was, but people like me were like, oh, this is the first time I'm really knowing who he is. Although I've heard the name before.
Yeah, and he actually just switched over from Twitch to Mixer because Microsoft paid him a hefty amount to switch over to Mixer.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so that was the other thing that I was going to ask you about was they said that he makes $1 million a month.
Oh, yeah. Hands down, yeah.
Really?
Probably. I don't
That's
know
crazy.
about off of like subscriptions, but maybe off
Microsoft.
of like his sponsor. Well, now, his sponsorships that he gets. He's sponsored by Red Bull, so you know he's breaking in the money now.
Oh,
nice. Well, so that's just crazy. I'm going to tell my kids, you know, hey, quit your job.
Right? Like I have
Play
my,
video
Get
games.
on that video game.
I have my
Right.
parents now. They're like, really? They're like, you ever hear of this? You ever hear of that? Like they try to get me to move back to Oklahoma City to do esports now, and I was like, no, I'm on like a whole entire like lower level of what these people could do. Like this is back when you should have just let us keep playing video games when we were growing up. Like,
Well, I wanted to ask you about this too, because we met you back in the day when we all worked at the radio station together. So nobody really gets into promotions to do promotions, I don't feel like. Were you trying to get into radio at that time?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's why, I mean, when I was going to OCCC, I was studying with Gwen Falconer Lippert and Rick Lippert. I was doing audio and video and trying to break my way into radio somehow, but then wanted to go back to Texas, so I went back to Texas, actually worked for promotions for iHeartMedia for about a month and went, oh, I can't do this, my other job, and work and go to school at the same time.
Yeah.
Something's got to give. So I did that. And then my path later on, promotions, that I still ended up in that somehow by doing promotional products, doing coolies and stuff. And then
yeah, that's really cool. So I mean, and these are licensed products. So
yeah, those are licensed products. You can find them pretty much in like comic stores or. I can get you guys more. Don't worry. Don't
Okay,
worry.
all right, cool.
Because we will fight over.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we will. Yeah.
That's why I was trying to bring 4. I was like, okay, 4 maybe.
No, you're good.
2 and 2.
We appreciate it. We're
Yeah.
very grateful. So I kind of wondered, I did radio. Cameo's still doing radio. And one of the things about podcasting that I really love is just being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
And say what you want to say.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So do you get that? You get that same feeling? Doing
Absolutely.
you're on Twitch.
Yeah. I did an internship with I don't know if you guys have heard of Screw Attack. They're not around anymore. They went with Rooster Teeth, who you're probably a little bit more familiar with. That does Red versus Blue. I did an internship with them, and they really got me back into the swing of it. And I was like, wow. And after my internship was over, continued working, and then after I graduated college, I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing Twitch. Me and a friend of mine, we started it up together. He's still a part of it when he can be. He's a family man now. He's got a son at home, so he's got to make the wife happy, take care of the kids. So I completely understand. But I mean, I've been doing this by myself, on and off with some other people for probably about 2 years now. We're affiliates on Twitch. So I mean, we grew pretty quick, but that's kind of the problem with Twitch is once you get to that affiliate level, if you're not producing content or streaming every single day, you're going to see like zero growth. You have to just grind it out. But if you got a good following,
we got to do, Brad. We got to grind it out.
Oh man, yeah, because I've known some radio stations now that broadcast their shows on Twitch.
Yeah, I've actually approached a radio station in Dallas, 97.1 The Eagle.
The
Russ Martin Show.
Yeah.
Big fan of theirs, and I've been trying to get them to do it because they used to live stream their show every day, but I was like, just do it on Twitch. Like, it's super easy. You can make more money, and...
So we usually stream on Facebook, and it might be, I mean, it might take some more money and like another setup, but to do it on Twitch as well, I mean, do you think that we would reach a lot more people?
I think so, yeah, because I mean, they have different categories now. About a year ago, they separated everything out into different stuff, and they have people that do live streaming. They actually have people that go like walking around and will do a live stream on Twitch from like their camera.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be something to look into. I would definitely say that. But
that's pretty cool.
I mean,
cool. We sound like old. I feel like I sound like an old man. Like, hey, tell me about this Twitch. See, maybe I should get involved now. Now that it's something. Oh man, but I've been watching you do these, and But do you restream them on Facebook, or do you just use it as a platform to promote?
Normally what we do for extra content with it is afterwards, because it's a 3-hour stream normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then sometimes on the weekend if I have time, if the future missus will let me. But I will try to chop up some of the content. Like I have something called an Elgato Stream Deck, which connects into like all your streaming platforms. So you could be in the middle of playing and say you get a really good like kill on somebody or something awesome happens. Hit a create a clip button, creates clips for you, and then after that, what I do is I take it back and I just compile it all together, put a music bed underneath it, try to do some funny editing. If I make a pure like reaction noise or something like that, I try to go back and just add a little bit of more content to it.
Yeah.
That way you can attract viewers outside your stream.
That's cool, because I've seen people that I've seen where they take video footage from a game and then they add voices and they make it almost like a dramatic show or comedy, stuff like that. But I was wondering, so are people watching you for your commentary, for your expertise on the game that you're playing, a little bit of both?
Oh, it's mainly more about like just the community that we've built so far, because we kind of just let everybody come in, participate.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Even if somebody's playing, like if I'm playing a game and I need people on my team, if I'm playing Overwatch and people are seeing that I'm playing Overwatch, they're like, hey, you need room for like a 4th or 5th? I'm like, absolutely, yeah, jump in. They'll be on the stream commenting and then finish up, let them in, and then that's just another way to grow, is just to involve your community, your watchers into your stuff.
That's pretty neat.
So they can watch you at twitch.tv/G3_productions.
That's us.
And I'll see that right around here. We'll pause it if you missed it.
We'll also put a link on our Facebook and link you to everything else. So
But you're also on Twitter and Instagram, right?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Instagram is kind of our bigger network right now. We're trying to find a way to move everybody over from Instagram into Twitch, but can only reach so many people at so many times.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm proud of you because I feel like people like us in the jobs that we were doing didn't really embrace this kind of stuff like it should have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see you out there doing
man.
this.
I appreciate that.
You know, Cameo, he's just the only radio guy hanging in there.
I know, right? By a thread. It's like the old Looney Tunes where Tweety is like picking Sylvester's fingers off the ledge. It's like, I'm on my pinky
You're
right
on your
now.
pinky right now?
Yeah. It's a hard business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot.
It's not all
Learned a
Howard
lot.
Stern.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. But Grant, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
So, actually, there's a couple things I want to ask you, but more on the G3 productions. What games are the ones that you like to play most on Twitch?
Right now, my biggest is Apex Legends. I've actually recently, like I was telling you guys before, like when we got enough money for Twitch, we actually drew out that money and invested it back into the company again instead of, I got money, I'm going to go on a payday. Woo, let's go get some clothes, honey. Yeah. No, we actually, we invested all that money in and we saw like a lot of growth with PC streaming.
Okay.
So we mixed that in with it. And I actually invested some of that money and got a like really good graphics card because I tried to stream from my PC that I use right now, and before couldn't do it.
Yeah,
it couldn't stream and play at the same time. So right now the top couple games I've been playing are probably like Apex Legends, Overwatch, and then a game called Deceit. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Sounds familiar.
It's kind of like a classic. I would say it's like a mix of like zombies from Halo with or like Trouble in Terrorist Town. I don't know if you've ever seen that mod of Gmod. Pretty much you're trying to find out who's infected, who's not, and then you have like 3 levels to get through. And the infected have to get blood bags. And once they get all those blood bags, they can turn infected and start taking people out when the lights go out. So it's it's definitely one of those games of like, who's it, who's not, let's get out of here, let's run, we got to go.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And I forgot the other one.
Uh-oh.
But I do want to ask you this, though. It has nothing to do with this,
Sure.
with the G3 Productions. You once told me that you were in the running to play Dick Grayson.
Yes, I remember this.
So,
yes.
What happened with all of that?
We were doing an indie film, me and a couple of people. Like, I just saw this random posting on Facebook one day because, you know, I was always like, I want to be an actor. I'm going to be an actor someday.
Yeah.
Still hoping to do that, maybe just a little bit of voice acting. But I saw something online for an ad on Facebook for people looking for Nightwing for some Robin fan film that they were going to do. I did the audition. They loved me. They paired me up with all the other cast. Like, we were going to have Batwoman, New Age Robin, who, like, he was going to be the star of the movie, but I was going to be like the mentor and helping him out and helping him get to the Robin status. But kind of just fell through. That's when I was doing my internship, and they were trying to get me to go down to Austin probably about 3 times a week for stunt coordination. And I was like, oh, you guys didn't tell me that when we were in the audition and talking about everything. Like, you guys didn't say, oh, hey, by the way, you need to be here for stunt training and doing all this. And I was like, if you send me it, I'll practice it on my own. I mean, how bad could it be? And it just didn't work out. And then everything, like, I pulled out, they replaced me with another Nightwing, and then the whole entire thing just collapsed from underneath them.
So it never even got made.
It never even got made. They made a trailer for it, but after that, that was pretty much it.
Oh, wow. Because I remember you, whenever you showed me that, and I started following their Instagram, and I saw that that they had the new Dick Grayson and Robin and all that. I was like, oh, this is gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I would say cosplay. The cosplay looked pretty dope for it.
Well, these people that were in it were actually cosplayers. And then part of the way I got it was, 1, my audition, and 2, I had actually already started making a Nightwing cosplay, which I never really finished until this past Halloween.
Oh, okay.
When is Nightwing with my fiance going as a Batgirl.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Wheelchair or no wheelchair?
No wheelchair.
Okay.
I mean, if she had, kind of, maybe we'd have to get her a wheelchair, but...
I got to ask you about you're a fan of Green Lantern, correct?
Oh, dude, absolutely, man. Still to this day, I'm
a
fan of Green Lantern. Still working on maybe doing a tattoo somewhere somehow. Dad, if you're watching this, you never saw this, but he freaked out when I got my family crest tattooed on me.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure if he saw me with a Green Lantern tattoo, I'd be hung up by my neck somewhere. But
was there any comics that you got into that really got you into Green Lantern? Or
Darkest Night and Brightest Day. The Kyle Rayner is my absolute favorite Green Lantern of all time, and I mean, of course, Nightwing too, but. Green Lantern was the one that always got me through it. Like,
what'd you think about the movie?
I'm a fan of Ryan Reynolds. I'm a fan of Green Lantern. So, I mean, of course, part of me is going to be like, yes. But, I mean, compared to some of the other DC movies, it's held up better. It actually had a story to it. It wasn't just rush fight scene. But, I mean, I'm still waiting on them to come out with another one. I just hope they don't.
Well, when you saw it in Justice League, when they
had the Green Lanterns on there,
were you real excited?
I was hyped to the max. I was like, let's do this. Come on, show me the Green Lanterns. Bring in Hal Jordan. Bring in John Stewart. I was like, come on, bring somebody in, please. Like, let's have a little bit. And then I thought we were going to get them on the CW shows. And then that's not going to happen anymore.
So are you heartbroken now that the DC movie universe is kind of broken up again? Like, I mean, are we further away from a Green Lantern movie?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm not heartbroken because, like I said, I'd rather see it done right than rushed.
Sure.
But I mean, definitely when it comes to like the movies, I'm a Marvel fan to the max, but. I don't know.
So you're not going to put that Green Lantern movie in the worst category, which we're going to go over later.
No.
Right. What about you? Did you like it?
I liked it. I liked it for what it was.
I never saw it.
I think at the time, Ryan Reynolds was the only person that could play Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
I think there could be some other people that would do Hal Jordan justice.
There are some names out there.
Who do you think would be a better Hal Jordan than Ryan Reynolds?
I don't think they would be a better Hal Jordan.
Or comparable.
I would say, what's his name? I honestly think that Jim from
The Office?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I think he would do good.
No, they've been saying they want him to be Mr. Fantastic when they come out with the Fantastic Four.
Now, I would want him to be that, but I would think he would pull off a good
Jim
Hal Jordan.
Krasinski is Hal Jordan.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who have we heard before? Like Zac Efron?
Yeah.
They throw him out there for everything.
Right. Him and Taron Egerton, they've been throwing out a lot.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, like when they were trying to do the first Justice League stuff, they were talking about putting Armie Hammer as Hal Jordan. I was like, no.
Yeah,
I'm tired of Armie Hammer. Like, he just gets every time they're like, Batman, it's going to be Armie Hammer. Superman, it's going to be Armie Hammer. Like, it's never Armie Hammer.
No.
Because you know why? He doesn't deserve it. Anyway, we're getting controversial now.
Right.
I do want to show off something for you guys. Did you guys ever get into Legos? I know we talk about toys and stuff a lot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah? Me and my nephew, we built this bad boy. It took us a few sessions.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that. BB-8. What do you think about that, Cameo?
Sucks. No, I'm joking. That's pretty dope.
But look at the coming out of the side there. Pretty awesome.
What is that?
Bin. What do you mean? What is it? BB-8?
No. What's coming out of BB-8?
Oh, he's got like that.
The data port.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what they go up and interact with to open up doors and stop garage compressors or.
Yeah. So I'm pretty proud of that. I think what I want to get.
How long did it take?
Well, we did like a couple of like 3 days, and we did probably 2 hours each.
Oh, okay. So it's about 6 hours in?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But it was just Ricky doing it, and me sitting there talking to him and watching. Because A, I really don't like Legos. I really don't. And then B, like he likes to do it, and it was just a good chance to spend some time.
Like, honestly, I'm surprised that Legos are still as popular as they were when we were all kids, because like every time I go to the store, there's still like, it seems like the Lego aisle gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like,
and it's so much more in depth. I feel like
there's so much more than like when we were kids. It was like, here's your red block, you shut up and be happy about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, we've got a few more to do, and I'll show you some of the pictures on the finished video, because they've been doing, like, they've got this house from Spider-Man. It's this big house. They're into it, man. They do a lot of these. But I was kind of inspired by the first Spider-Man Homecoming movie. I want to get a Death Star and do a Death Star. I think that'd be cool.
Maybe we should
And
do a
also
speed
it'd be
build.
like $300, I think. Because they're expensive.
When I was in New York, we went to the Lego store and they had, I think it was the X-Wing, and it was pretty huge, and it was like $300-400.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
That would be pretty cool, though.
That was like, I think the last thing I saw for Lego was actually a Reinhardt from Overwatch, and that thing was like $60, and it was probably about that big. I was no, I'm good. I don't need it that bad.
I just never got into it because I don't like video games that I have to play for a long time. I like really short, like sports games and stuff because I don't want to play like multiple days. And so Legos is the same way. Like I think it was always just like, man, I don't have the patience for that.
It wasn't the X-Wing. It was the Millennium Falcon, and it was $800.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. You have to send me that picture so I can post this one up.
Yeah, I'll do that right now so I don't forget.
Yeah, but man, so yeah, I'm thinking. But see, here's the deal. I won't be doing the Death Star. It'll be the little ones.
Yeah.
So. Oh, we were just talking about toys, so let me
work, you slaves.
Look what I got today. And guess what? It's a gift from Cameo.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's the Mikey. Did you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja
No, I
Turtles?
was
It's pretty
actually
cool.
I was wanting to pick up DC Universe, but after watching the last podcast, I was like,
Maybe
I
I
don't know.
shouldn't.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe can I get that password? Maybe.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'm saving my money for Disney.
Disney. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
so
Mandalorian. Have you seen the trailer for that?
no, not yet.
No, I haven't yet, but I want to see it.
It's on our Facebook page, so if you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out on there. It's pretty dope.
I'm intrigued by She-Hulk,
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Ms. Marvel.
Yeah. And then what was the other? Oh, WandaVision.
Yeah.
See, I still want to see the Loki. I'm still
Yes,
excited
yeah,
about that because
that's
the
a good
Loki
one,
one
too.
just ever since Endgame. Because I was thinking about, it, I was like, how are they going to tie this back in? How are they going to put Loki back in it? Because in Infinity War,
Right.
but
Spoiler alert. Dang.
hey, it's the Russo said it was okay.
Yeah.
Well, you see, here's what you might do on the DC, and it's up to you. I think you might get a lot of use out of it, at least for a couple months, and then you could turn it off again. But
Yeah. you
catch
can always-
up.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
Watch
yeah.
the Titans. Watch Doom Patrol. Swamp Thing. Read some of the comic books.
I mean, if you want to wait probably another month and a half, Titans comes back next week.
Right.
So wait, I think they're going to have like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So wait, 10 weeks after that, and then
I might do that because I really need to get caught up on Young Justice because I haven't watched the new season yet.
I don't know if you get any time off during around Thanksgiving or Christmas, but get it then and then just watch it for free for a week. Just binge watch all of it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I would say Doom Patrol, Titans, and Young Justice Outsiders. That's
Best thing to watch
man.
on there. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I heard what happened with Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I lost interest in like episode 2 or 3.
Ooh.
So yeah.
It didn't ever make me want to start it, knowing that it was canceled right off
Yeah,
the
that
gate.
too.
I mean,
Once I saw that.
But that was dealing with the money though. They were promised money that the state didn't give them. So it was just.
I feel like if it was gonna be good though, like real good and successful, they'd find a way. They'd make a way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, hey,
Oh wait. Hold on.
that's an odd ringtone for the person who's calling.
It's my only ringtone.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I love
We're waiting.
That's the Us. The Us version.
I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, it's going to drop. It's going to drop.
this. Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared.
I'm the tethered.
Yeah. Hey, I want to talk about something else that's scary, which is no more Spider-Man and Marvel in the MCU.
Spider-Man, no more.
And what's crazy about this is this came out like last week that they were basically fighting over ownership of it. Who I think was it Sony that wanted to do 50-50 and
No, it was Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel wanted to do 50-50. So Sony was like, nah, we want more of the cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because
But they have all the power, really.
right.
Don't
well,
they?
From what I've heard is that they Disney had the rights to all the Spider-Man merch.
Yeah.
So that was their cut from the movie instead of getting what the movie had. Now I don't know if I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know if Disney was wanting 50-50 plus all of the Spider-Man merch.
Right.
or not, but I heard the Spider-Man merch made more than the movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, you know, what I was thinking was happening was Sony was basically saying, yeah, you know, we're just gonna take them back all together, and then Marvel would be like, oh, no, we can't let that happen.
Yeah.
And then there'd be a deal, but there's still no deal. As of today's Friday, whatever, the 30th?
Yeah.
And there's no deal. So, as of right now, are you telling me that Sony owns all of Spider-Man?
As of today, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, can they make Spider-Man shirts? Or is that so that's what is, and then I think that's what they're fighting for, so that stays with Marvel.
Maybe until the contract ends, because the contract is still good for about another year or two.
They were supposed to make 2 more Spider-Man films in the MCU. So with that being said, that's probably another 4 or 5 years.
Well, what I'm more concerned about is who's Tom Holland signed to?
Sony,
yeah.
Okay, so they could make a Venom and Spider-Man movie in a couple years.
Yeah.
If they want to, and Marvel would have nothing to do with it.
But the real question is, would you go see it, seeing that Sony is attached to it and their previous track records with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire?
I mean, I would. Yes, I would.
Just to go see what it's about, see if Sony
yeah,
can
I'd
pull
have
it
to
off.
give it a chance because I did like Venom. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
But I did like it. And so I feel like I'd have to give it a chance. What about you?
Yeah, man. Spider-Man's one of my favorite Marvel characters. I hate the fact that Disney and Sony couldn't come to an agreement.
Yeah.
True.
But, I mean, Spider-Man's going to be my dude from here on out. Like, I know a lot of people like, man, I'm not going to go see Spider-Man in the Sony version. I'm not going to do that. Shut up. Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Like, don't lie to me.
You're putting it on social media, but you'll go and see it.
Right.
I feel, but see, Sony might have like this might be your one chance.
It might be.
You better get it right, because if you don't, then you're screwed.
They do
Because
say
nobody's going to
what?
want to see that after that.
Your third time's your charm. So, I mean, maybe. I mean, they already got the good following with Tom Holland, but have you seen what they're making Tom Holland go through, though?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to see him like this, because he was at D23 with Robert Downey Jr. promoting a new movie.
Yeah.
And he's up there on stage and everyone's screaming, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. He's just like...
Yeah. The funny thing is, Tom Holland is kind of petty.
Yeah.
He unfollowed Sony on Instagram.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But Sony still follows him. So,
So could it be a case where he tells Sony, I don't want to do another movie?
not unless he
signed to
wants
it.
to lose some money.
Yeah, he signed into it for... I mean, he signed a contract, so...
Yeah.
Well, we saw how well that worked with Paul George. I know it hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you follow the Thunder at
A
all?
little bit still. I mean,
Yeah,
not as
yeah.
much since I moved back to Dallas, but I still follow here and there. Like,
Do you watch any hockey down in Dallas?
No, not really. I don't really get a lot of time to watch sports. The only sports I really watch are probably a little bit of the Mavs and a little bit of the Cowboys. And
That's cool. That's cool. So if you're wanting to see some stuff in the theaters this weekend, because here in Midwest City, they just opened a new Warren Theater.
Yeah, I just drove past it.
And I'm really wanting to go see something, but I was like, man, I was even going to talk about some movies that were opening this week, and there ain't nothing out there. We're in a time right before, like, there's some good movies. I think It comes out next week, right?
yeah.
It too?
Oh,
Chapter 2.
What do you think about it? Are you going to watch it?
I'm all there. We saw the
Yeah.
first one and absolutely just, I loved it. It was, I mean, people were like, oh, it's so scary. And I'm like, no. Go back and watch the ones, what was in the 80s or 90s, the TV
Yeah.
series. That was scary. This,
yeah, that was
I mean, it had a few jump scares in it, but
I thought it was good, though. It was really creepy, and I think
yeah.
this next movie is going to be even better. Bill Hader, I love that.
who doesn't?
I'm mad at Brad for buying me a ticket and making me go.
I did make you go, didn't
Yeah.
I? Okay, I couldn't remember. Jen was like, didn't Cameo go see the first one with us? I was like,
Yeah.
no,
Well, no, not
no
with y'all.
way.
It was just you and me.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Cameo,
So are you going to see the second one with me then?
No.
do you have a fear of clowns?
No, not a fear of clowns. A fear of scary movies.
It's just a movie.
Nah, dog. Nope.
I have to put earplugs in on Cameo side though when I go with it.
I did make the audience laugh because I was like, "Oh heck no! I ain't nope.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you don't get to go to It Too with me.
That paper boat's gone. No.
Because I think It Too is going to be scarier. But and then there's if you really love horror movies, The Devil's Rejects sequel, 3 from Hell comes out in a few weeks as well, like on
man.
the 14th. And then, of course, the first week of October, the Joker movie, which I'm very excited about.
October 4th?
Yes. I think that movie's going to be so good.
I'm excited for that one.
But the Spider-Man, Far From Home, re-released this weekend. What has it got? Some extra scenes in it?
Yeah, it's an extended cut.
I'm not imagining that it's going to be something I'm going to make it out.
It's not going to be anything that's probably going to change the movie drastically.
Right,
No.
right.
Unless they had a part with Robert Downey Jr. in it that they just were like, oh, he's asking too much. Let's just go ahead and cut it.
Or they show that Mysterio is really alive.
We kind of are. I mean, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another movie that we're gonna get. Probably not for a couple more years, but The Matrix. They just announced Matrix 4. For me, I was like, yes. I mean, Keanu Reeves is on a roll of movies right now where he can do no wrong, and but other people brought up the fact that the sequels were left a lot to be desired. So, do you want a number 4?
Yes.
Or are you gonna go see a number 4?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Me too. So do you think it's a chance to right some wrongs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
But, I mean, my question is, in the third one, didn't he die right at the end? He kind of had, like, a...
Did he, though? You didn't...
Well,
I mean...
the body, but, I mean, he's probably still alive in the Matrix. I mean, when you're the one, I mean, you probably stay alive inside the Matrix, but then again, I mean, don't you have to have a physical body to stay alive in the Matrix?
You also got to look at the fact that when he died in the first Matrix, spoiler alert, if you didn't see it in the past 20 years, then that's your fault. But yeah, that's why they're re-releasing it in theaters, the first Matrix. It's the 20th anniversary.
And is that this weekend as well?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, but yeah, so he died when not Mr. Anderson. Is that the agent?
Yeah, Agent
Coulson.
Smith.
Coulson that's Shield.
I know.
Agent Smith, that's what it was. So yeah, whenever he shot him, he was dead.
Yeah.
But he came back to life. So, I mean...
Well, and how many years has it been since all that? They've got significant technological advancement since then. So they can bring people back to life now, I feel like, in 2019.
Bring them out of the Matrix into a host body of some sorts. Yeah.
Well, because, like the Oracle and like the other, like the writers in the movie, they were all programs in the Matrix. So he could be just a program now. So... Never know.
That would be kind of cool, though.
But yeah, what sucks is I think it's Lily Wachowski is the one that's going to be coming back to do the fourth Matrix movie, and it's just going to be her.
Oh, really? So not both. Well, they're both sisters now.
Really? I heard about one doing the transition.
Yeah, then the other one followed right after.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that, but hey, I mean...
Yeah.
So it's so weird because when I was watching the Matrix, I didn't even realize it's been 20 years. So I started watching the first Matrix and watching the credit scenes, and I was like, the Wachowski brothers. Wow.
Now
haven't seen that in a while because on Netflix, what is that? Sense8.
Sense8,
yeah. You see the Wachowski sisters because they were part of that.
They do that?
Yeah, they did that.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be coming out with like another about an hour, 2-hour movie for like the finale.
Oh, they already did.
They already did?
Yeah, last year.
What?
Yeah.
Where have I been?
Asleep.
Yes.
On your G3 Productions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another plug.
Well, so the other Matrix movies, like I said, I thought it just kind of evolved into like some stuff that just didn't even make sense by that point. Like it just kept piling it on where it was unnecessary. But I still don't put them in the worst movies of all time category.
Oh no.
No.
So do you want to hear like what this is Collider.com. They put out a list of the worst movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
And like I say, tell me if you think of any. I guess this was voted on by some people though. So, Battleship. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
They actually said you sank my battleship, and I was upset.
Rihanna was in this movie?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. It was budgeted $220 million. It made $303 million, so it came out a little bit on the plus side. But I love the game, but I don't really the movie. Like if tell me that there's a movie, it doesn't do anything.
Well, I mean, I guess when you have Michael Bay directing it, it's gonna just have to have explosions everywhere every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, man, this movie you might not have even heard of. So, The Nutcracker and the Four Realms is a Disney movie.
When did it come out?
It's based on the ballet.
If it came out like this year, like earlier this year or late last year,
when did it come out?
I want to say it did come out recently because that does sound familiar. It was like a live action movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's on Netflix now too.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Kroll. Did you see that movie? Kroll.
Kroll.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, I guess it was like a Star Wars type movie. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Nope.
2017. Wasn't that with the guy from
Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of Anarchy.
Charlie Hunnam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I heard something about, somebody was telling me, they're like, oh, it was so good, it was awesome. Do you remember Romeo and Juliet? How they did the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio,
yes.
and they did like, it was like set in modern times, but they talked.
They were gangsters.
Yeah, I think that might be something, like there might be something to this King Arthur, like either that or they use guns or something. I don't know, something that wasn't really time appropriate. And I was like, no, that doesn't sound good to me.
You can't really call it King Arthur if you're not setting it in
Right.
medieval times.
Right.
Oh, The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp.
And Army Hammer.
Army Hammer, yeah.
Your
exactly.
favorite person.
Yeah. So that makes sense to me. The Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
See, these are all movies I haven't seen.
You know what's funny? I still have.
I don't watch bad movies.
Whenever they did, I remember this. We were doing promotions for that, and we had to give away Chronicles of Riddick goggles. I remember I just saw those and was like, "No, these are mine. I'm taking them home." I still have those.
I cannot find mine at all. I'm so upset.
Okay, speaking of the Wachowskis, they have one on this list.
Jupiter Ascending sucked.
See, I didn't
It was
hate it.
horrible.
I didn't hate it. Was that with Mila Kunis?
Yeah.
See, I'll watch anything with her. Okay. So y'all agree that one should be on
Yeah,
there?
that didn't do too great.
Land of the Lost,
Yes.
the Will Ferrell. I
Yeah.
didn't hate that one.
Yeah, that
I didn't
actually.
like it.
I don't know. Mission to Mars.
Mission to Mars.
Which one was that?
It honestly depends on a lot when these movies come out too. Is this based on like reviews or like what they made?
This was like voted on because some of them
Okay.
like still made some money.
Yeah,
Like,
Battleship made.
yeah.
100
Van
plus.
Helsing. Remember that movie?
What?
I don't think I've seen that one.
That okay? If you haven't seen that, that's a Hugh Jackman movie. That's
Right,
and,
right.
What's her name from Underworld?
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale. It's for its time back in like the early 2000s. It's a great movie. I'd go
Okay.
back and watch that any day.
Here's one I don't agree with. Evan Almighty.
What?
Yeah.
That one was pretty
It was
bad.
okay. I mean, they gave it some follow-up time from Bruce Almighty, and you can't really beat Jim Carrey, even though it's
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Yeah, I was almost about to say Michael Scott. Steve Carell, I mean, still a fantastic actor, but I mean, you can't really outdo Jim Carrey
Yeah.
Sucker Punch. Zack Snyder's movie.
with.
Who was in that one? It was
Was it Jida Dewan Tatum? Was she? No. She was a Disney star.
Was she?
I don't know if that'll ring your.
No, that's not her.
I can't remember the name either.
Yeah, all I can remember, she's on some movie called Ghost Ship as like a ghost on the ship with the people that are stranded there. I can't remember her name for the life of me,
my
but
But see, I didn't hate that one. I did not hate that one. Rocket Man with Harlan Williams. Do you remember that? It was from 1997. Oh, that was a terrible movie. That one was bad.
that's one of those
Vanessa
terrible-
Hudgens. That's who I'm thinking.
Oh
of.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I can add one to the list that did you ever see what was the movie with crap, now I'm starting to forget. They lived in it was the two guys, they wanted to go live under the dome to make like they wanted to like hook up with the chicks and make
Biodome?
Yes,
Yeah.
Biodome. Yeah. Polly Shore and who was the
Yeah.
other guy? One of the brothers that's in everything, but that one was a pretty bad movie, I would say.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin, that's right. That's right. What about you guys? Do you have any Assassin's Creed? I know
What?
You're a gamer.
liked it.
so
I liked it.
I mean, it wasn't like spot on with the game, but I do like the way that they tried to change it, and then they added. Dang it, Michael Fassbender. I'm a fan of his a whole bunch.
Oscar did not like that.
Right.
Does not like.
He's like,
Michael
I am not a
Fassbender.
fan of
Michael Fassbender, yeah.
Oh, you know what I watched the other day? Snowpiercer, because I thought Michael Fassbender was in it, but it was Chris Evans.
yeah.
I was like,
That was pretty good. I
What'd you
liked
think
that
of
one.
it? Did you like
That
it?
was all right.
You know they're coming out with a show, right?
Yes, yeah. It was
I don't-
a lot different than I thought it was going to be, so
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. But
No, the what was the part? The tunnel scene with the blackout and the fight. That was probably my favorite.
yeah.
My whole entire favorite part.
Yeah, when I think they open the door and they're just standing there with their axes.
Oh yeah, it almost was kind of like I had like a Kill Bill feeling to it right at that moment. And I was like, okay,
it's pretty dope. Transformers: The Last Knight's on here.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. I agree with this one. The Love Guru
Yes.
with Michael Myers.
Yes.
Ooh, I disagree with this one. R.I.P.D. Did you see that one?
no,
Yes.
I
Jeff
didn't.
Bridges and Ryan Reynolds. I liked that one. Did you not like it?
I didn't like it at all.
What about the second Men in Black? You didn't like that one either, did you? Or no, not the second one, the latest one.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's a Redbox movie.
I won't mention Striptease. We won't talk about that one. Holmes and Watson.
Yeah.
That's like a couple movies with
Yeah.
Will Ferrell. Like I feel like when he bombs hard.
He bombs hard. Yeah, he depends on his comedy to go through a lot, and for I guess post edit maybe to go through with it to the shots and stuff. But
So what's the worst movie you've ever seen? Cameron?
I would have to say either it's an Adam Sandler movie. I would have to say either Ridiculous Six or Murder Mystery.
yes, I was actually gonna bring that one up. I watched that and the trailer caught me. I was like, I'm intrigued. I'm interested. It's Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Right. Everything.
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 It wasn't that good.
No.
It wasn't that good. Ridiculous Six was even worse though. I feel like I didn't even watch all of it.
Well, it just seems like it was a spoof to all the other like Western
Yeah.
cowboy movies that were
Yeah.
coming out that year.
You know, a lot of Native Americans were working on that, and they just quit because they were really mad about
Wasn't
the
that
way
filmed
they were
here in-
treating them. I
in
don't
Oklahoma?
remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was more like Arizona or New Mexico, but I'm not sure exactly. But I'll watch an Adam Sandler movie just based on it being Adam Sandler. But he's another one that like some of those Netflix movies aren't not so good.
There's one.
Yeah.
I can't.
Dave Chappelle just put out a special. Did you watch it?
Oh my God, yes.
Not yet. I've been wanting to.
I was cracking up.
Me too, and it's pretty controversial, but
Very
I think
controversial.
that I think that a lot of what gets lost on people is that they're all jokes. Like he's making jokes.
Is it though?
Well, some of it. I mean, he had some points about like words he wasn't allowed to say, words he was allowed to say, and the reasons, and the point that he made, I thought was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
But he could also put it in a comedic way, and that's what I think is good if people can like relax just a little bit, be like, oh, okay. So like, and some of it definitely was cringeworthy.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely was cringeworthy. Like,
Well, that's his
should
comedy,
I be
though.
laughing at this? But
Yeah.
exactly. And he's just putting a light on this kind of thing. And again, some of it's not.
The whole Michael Jackson thing.
Oh my gosh.
it's just-
Yeah.
No,
But it's not. But there's truth in it, and that's where I think that there's still humor to be found.
Yeah.
is because somebody who is like yeah, but I still like Michael Jackson,
Right,
or
right.
something like that. So I won't ruin it for you.
no, not yet. No, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
But I thought it was pretty funny. We were talking about Netflix movies and some comedies that I thought were duds. Did you see the latest Marlon Wayans movie?
Sextuplets.
Yeah.
No,
so stupid.
as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, I'm a fan of the Wayans brothers. White Chicks is my all-time favorite movie from them, but this just looks like you're trying to copy Eddie Murphy and do the Nutty Professor.
Yeah, and I love Marlon Wayans. He's
Yeah.
probably my favorite of the Wayans brothers. But
Cujo said
Cujo's a Sean. She's a Sean Wayans fan. Well, my favorite would have to be Damon. I think
Damon, yes.
Damon is so funny and sometimes so stupid. It's so hilarious.
My wife and I were watching some of those videos from In Living
In Living
Color.
Color,
Yeah, I was saying Living Single.
That was another one.
But where he and David Allen Greer played the gay movie reviewers.
yeah.
Oh my God, David Wayans.
Hated it. I wasn't allowed to watch In Living Color, but I always snuck away and
What?
watched In Living Color. And what was the other one with Peggy Bundy and
Oh, Married with Children.
Married with Children? Yeah,
Yeah.
those are my
Really?
favorites.
No, I was sat down as a child in front of the TV and said, "You're going to watch In Living Color, or
Yes.
you're going to your room." And it's like, okay, that's
Hell
that's
yeah.
where I first saw Jim Carrey, and was just like,
Yeah.
I've already seen him a couple of movies like Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
But did you ever watch The Perfection on Netflix?
No.
Don't.
Okay.
It honestly, like, I'm a big like cinema movie guy. Like I took classes in college that ruined movies for me.
Yeah.
And where you can just see the plot coming a mile away. But this movie, I mean, I will give a movie a chance. Like I gave the one with Adam Sandler a chance and watched it all the way through.
Right.
This movie, Perfection, it has Allison, the girl from Get Out, the daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has her in it. So you're thinking, this is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. No.
I think we got about maybe like 30, 40 minutes into the movie and went, okay, yeah, this is enough. We're done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Hey.
You know, Netflix and Amazon, there's a lot of times I'll turn on a movie and get about 15 minutes into it and be like, nah.
That's normally how we do it, but normally what we do is we just binge a lot of TV shows. Like we've just gone
That's what I
through
love it
everything. Like we just finished What We Do in the Shadows.
Is that good?
It is fantastic.
Is it the original cast?
No, but
Okay.
the original cast does show up for like one episode.
Is it the same kind of feel as the movie? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah, it
Did
is.
you ever see the movie?
Yeah.
I just found it one day by accident. I was like, this is awesome. Because it's like the Flight of the Seagull. Or is that what it
Or Flight of the Conchords? almost?
Concord.
Yeah.
Seagull. Flight of the Conchords. If you watch us, you know I'm bad with names.
Yeah. Super bad.
But yeah, so those guys and like maybe some other people are involved with that, I think.
I believe, well, there's like one episode where they have like a council of vampires, and that's when like Taika Waititi, that's when
that's
he shows
right.
up.
That's right.
Yeah. And he's actually,
Thor.
he actually produces the show, I think. He's part of the staff that actually has like creative control over the whole entire show, so it stays the same as the movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one's on like Amazon, I think, right?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hulu.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Anything Glow?
I have not started season 3 yet.
Is that any good?
Yes.
Because every time I see it, I'm like, women's wrestling, like it sounds interesting, but
It's great
like,
though. The
yeah.
actors and actresses. Mark Maron's in it. I really love Mark Maron as a
Really?
podcaster.
Allison Bree's in it.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
pretty
it's pretty cool. It's not all about wrestling. The first season is about Allison Brie and her life as, or her life wanting to be an actress.
Okay.
And she has a friend who I can't remember what she does, but there's a big fight between them, and I'm not going to give too much away.
Right.
But yeah, I would say watch it though.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. I liked it.
Probably after we get done watching, or we've already binged What We Do in the Shadows, we're in the middle of watching The Handmaid's Tale right now too.
I heard that's really
that's
good.
so depressing.
It
though.
is.
It's so
That's why we were
depressing.
mixing. It's like we would watch like 2 episodes of The Handmaid's Tale, and then right before bed, watch What We Do in the Shadows. That way, you're not going to sleep and dreaming of apocalyptic America.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is the reason that it's really depressing is because it's like, oh my gosh, that could be 2 years from now.
Yeah, we're like halfway through the second season, and I'm just like the whole entire time I watch it, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Especially when the ceremonies come up, it's like this is hard to watch.
Yeah.
Well, so those are all the movies not to watch, and some of the shows that we do recommend, like Glow and stuff like that. So, the 6 Tublets, though, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I would say if there's just nothing else on, then
If you want to watch something that
Like,
if you want
say
something
you're-
in the background, I will
yes,
say
exactly.
Yeah.
there is some funny parts in it that I laughed at.
There's some cute parts.
Yeah.
Where it's cute.
Yeah, right.
No, but there were some funny parts with his sister, and it's like there's some funny parts for
Yeah.
sure. But like I say, like what you were saying, if you're like doing like I'll put on something just while I'm editing or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you catch just a few things out of it, you'll be happy.
Right.
So
That's what actually the soon-to-be Mrs. does when I'm streaming. If you guys ever watch, you'll hear probably a little bit of American Horror Story or Futurama in the background.
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, and it's kind of a thing now where like back when we first started, like if you could hear anything in the background or whatever, I'd edit it out and stuff. But it's like, I think that there's more freedom to all this stuff now, where people understand that a lot of people are doing this at your house now instead of some big studio.
In a business or a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, the dogs are gonna bark, or the cats are gonna meow, or
You're gonna
the
get
missus
murdered.
is gonna, want to talk to you. So, all right. Well, tell everybody again how to follow you.
You guys can follow us over at twitch.tv/G3_ Productions.
Which is right here somewhere.
Yeah.
And then also, you can stay up to date with everything we're doing on Instagram.com/G3_Productions.
Right on. And I got some, I'm doing some stand-up around the U.S.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you some of the dates here coming up.
Okay.
Next Wednesday, I'll be at Chuckle Hut in Port Charles, New York. The Chuckle Hut, yeah. Giggle Fits in Fitz, Wyoming. And then the Rib Splitter in Tulsa. Yeah, ribs are half off.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You don't believe me?
No. You might just go there just to be there. I don't know.
I just hear all these people on their podcast promoting all their stuff. I want to promote
that
something. So don't go to any of those places.
I was about to say, you're going to send somebody there, and they're going to be like, where's Brad?
Yeah.
Right.
If any of these places actually exist. Like somebody in Port Charles would be like, I'm at that Chuckle Hut right now. Where are you? Like that'd be cool though. I'd be like, sweet. I need to make a trip out there.
Right.
Even if it's just for one person.
Yeah.
I'd have to write some stand up though.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Do
Do you ever do a stream where you're like, man, I don't even know what to say today.
Oh, all the time. Like a couple weeks ago, I did a show. I went and worked a expo for my 9 to 5, and then came home, was in the middle of playing, was hangry, just tired, kept getting knocked out of the game every like 2 seconds because I'd go in, get killed, restart, go in, get killed, restart, and finally just go, yeah, okay, I'm done. Night.
Yeah. I like it though that you're talking about how it's a community thing, because I feel like when we do it live, it's I'm not doing this for fans. I just want to do it for friends.
Yeah. You're doing it for friends, and also you're doing it because it makes you happy. It's something that you enjoy to do. It's a hobby, and that's what a lot of people need to understand about like podcasting and streaming. I mean, a lot of people do this for about 4 years before they even see any like real revenue like going in there. Like, we were doing this for 2 years before we actually got money to where we could pull it out and invest in other equipment. But as long as you're having fun with it and you enjoy it, it'll show, and that'll attract more people. If you're sitting there going, oh man, I'm not having fun, it's just
Yeah.
If you're being salty about it the whole entire time, then no one's going to do it. If you're trying to make money out of it, it's going to show apparently right through your stream, and just people are going to be like, okay, no.
Well, see, I think we're going on about our 4th year, and we've had sponsors, but I actually kind of I would like to be able to pay for things like when we have to replace cables and stuff. And we have used, like, everything that we ever made off of any sponsorships went right back into either promoting our stuff or equipment or whatever. And but I kind of like having the freedom of just doing it whenever I want and not have to do it, because I didn't really have time to do a show this week, but I got to do it because so and so is expecting the read.
I'm expecting it so I can listen to it while I'm at work.
Yeah. Well, and that's great. I love that because it makes me feel needed.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Because sometimes
feels like we're doing stuff,
sometimes you do these things and you're like, is anybody been listening?
Right, yes.
Because I don't know, like I feel like there's we don't get as much interaction as I think. But then I look at like comments on all of our stuff and stuff like that, and we get a whole bunch of that. So, but nobody's like, "Hey, Brad, what movie do you recommend this week?" or something like that. Yeah. But they may just know that I'm going to bring it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'll bring it to you anyway.
Right.
But so that's the only thing that like sometimes. But then you'll hear people, or you'll like we were at a Comic-Con, people were like, "Hey, that's the Nerdz Demand," and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So it's good times.
Or you know what the worst is? Because I've been at shows and gone to like other conventions, because you really got to network. That's really what it's about. It's just networking and branching out. But the worst thing is, ever since like doing all this, people are like, wow, you have a voice for radio. Why aren't you in radio? And it's like, you kind of just look at them like, well, I do a stream. They're like, okay, get out of my face, kid.
Yeah. Well, there is, but and even people like maybe Ninja and stuff like, and Mark Maron, Kevin Smith, they bring legitimacy to podcasting and streaming. Absolutely. And so it's not something, whereas before it was like, oh, well, they're just doing it in their garage. Wink, wink. But it's something that people take serious too, as a form of entertainment. Because as I drive all during the week, delivering all over this state. I was counting up the miles. Like I could have probably driven to Ireland or something crazy, and all the times that I've been driving around just in Oklahoma, I was like, man, I'm wasting my miles. But so I can listen to a CD, but then the music runs out.
Right.
So podcasts are a lot of what I listen to on the road because it's something fresh, different every time, you know, and so that's
normally what I do too. If I'm traveling by myself and it's like you don't have anybody to talk to with you in the car, it's okay. Right before you leave, I'm going to download, 4 or 5 different podcasts. I'll alternate music. I'll do a podcast here and there, listen to it for about 2 hours, and switch over to music. Or if I get bored, like I do the same thing while I'm at work too, because I'm at a desk now where I'm there for 8-10 hours a day. So it's like I need to have something to drown out my coworkers.
Yeah.
Well, just because I am driving around, here's a couple things I've been listening to. So, Cameo, you got to check this out. You work for Wild. Are y'all playing Drake and Rick Ross?
Yep.
Money in the Grave?
Yep.
Like, I'm sure a lot.
Yeah, we're running it into the grave, too.
I love that song, though.
I don't.
You don't like it?
Nope.
Oh, my God.
And I'm not a fan of Drake either.
I mean, I like Drake, but this song is...
You don't like the beat?
Nope.
I love it. Man, I love it. I was like, this would be, like, cool in a movie or something.
It probably would.
Put my money in a crap. But see, you know what's funny? Drake, an actor, Rick Ross, supposedly, like, wasn't he like a prison guard?
Yes.
Really?
So it's all fake now.
Right.
It's all fake. It's funny though. I like it.
There's no more Tupacs and Snoop Dogs and
nobody's
Biggies.
like a real gangster anymore.
No.
It's all.
But was Tupac? Because I mean, he was running with not Arrested Development. The Humpty Hump. Digital Underground.
Yes.
Yeah, he was part of Digital. I mean, did you see when he was in Digital Underground?
No.
He didn't look very gangster rap then, So that's all.
No. Sorry,
They're all actors. Yeah, Oscar's like, hey, what is going on out here? I'm just gonna be a part of the show. So. But anyway, we got way off track. But I've been listening to a lot of satellite radio. Been listening to a lot of podcasts. So.
See, that was the thing. When I first got my car, and you guys got to come out and look at it afterwards. You're gonna hate me once you see it. The color, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, I don't know why you got that orange.
Hey, don't be hating on my orange car.
Oh, is it? You got some burnt orange going on?
Yes.
Well, actually, it's that's the UTD sign.
They changed it.
Well, I went to University of Texas at Dallas, and they're not the Longhorns. They're the Comets. So you go whoosh.
Oh, I thought you were dabbing on the haters.
No. You got to do it like the lady. I won't go into it, but the lady did some really like racist stuff to explain how to do the Comet deal when I was at orientation. Yeah, that was pretty. No. Yeah.
Oh, okay. She still worked there.
I don't know. All I know is she made a lot of those transfer students really uncomfortable that day.
All right. Well,
I can see that.
Well, Grant, this was great. I loved having you on.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks, guys, for having me.
We probably should have done it a long time ago, but you've been down in Dallas.
Yeah.
So can we jump on a game with you sometime?
Dude, absolutely. I still do. I still have my Xbox, which is what we started on. And then if you guys do any PC gaming, I'm always down. If you have any new games that you guys are playing, I'm always down.
Yeah, I don't play any PC games.
No, you need to start.
What's a good one?
To start off with, I mean, you already said you don't really like Overwatch. Overwatch is a good one to start off with because the games are about, I would say, 10 minutes a piece. And then, Fortnite too. You can start off on Fortnite, but also Apex Legends is pretty fun. But I mean, if you're a console player, they make it somewhat easier because you can actually plug in your controller into your PC now because there's a lot of people, because that's what I would do when I first started playing. I would play mouse until I got frustrated and go to controller just to keep playing. But no, Apex Legends is pretty fun, but you will get real undetermined to play after a while. I know there's a game kind of like Super Smash Brothers. It's called Brawlhalla, and it's pretty much like Valkyries and Thor type characters, but in a pop comic version. With like in a Super Smash Brothers theme almost. It's like the same play style, Super Smash, and then what is another one that I've been doing?
That's what they call me, the Super Smash.
The Super Smash.
Yeah, Cameo. Yeah, they do. You know they do.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, well,
I'm done.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up on that. Hey, so next week when we come back, are we going to be talking about it too?
Let's see.
Yeah,
I think you should.
Yeah,
No.
I think you should.
Listen. You should. You have to. So sometimes art makes you uncomfortable.
Yes.
It should make you uncomfortable.
No, it shouldn't.
You should bring him a little security blanket. That way he can hide behind it when the scary parts come on.
Hey,
Hey, we could put the thing up and we could get close.
Nope.
Ooh.
We could get real close. Now that you bought me this Mikey.
I'm gonna take that back now.
All right, I'm out of here, Grant. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Cameo.
And always keep it nerdy, baby.